Hey everyone, Krystal Gamer here, and welcome to the results video for my latest challenge, Make Me Want to Buy Spa Day with one tweet. Now, for those new to these videos, the objective of this challenge is exactly what it sounds like. Participants are trying to make me want to buy Spa Day, and they're trying to do it with one tweet, which means they have the text that Twitter allows plus 4 photos that they are allowed to do it in. So the thing to keep in mind here is that the presentation, also known as the photographs, are as important as the design or build. And as the veteran participants already know, I'm a photographer, which means that I kind of can't not look at photographs, without a photographer's eye. And so a lot of you will know that I recently received some feedback that people wanted some constructive criticism, and I offered some last time based on a photographer's perspective since I'm a photographer, and people told me they liked it a lot. So I'll probably do some of the same this time. And keeping that in mind, I tried to do a cut on the photographs to get down to my 2 favorites for each person to save time, just because we have a good number of entries. I wasn't successful in all cases, but I did what I could. And let's see what else. Oh, finally, for those of you who watch my channel, you'll know that I typically do a build in line with my challenge, and I usually release a video on that build. I did that this time as well, as you can see by the cinematic of it playing now. It's called Krystal Spa, and I'll have a link to that posted below and on the end screen of the video for anyone interested who hasn't seen it yet. It's a combination build/tour, and it's pretty short. It's about 10 minutes, I think. And I think that's all for today's intro, so let's get on to our show. Our participants for this challenge are Chloe Sims, Happy Sim Egg, JetGirl2113, Kai Chen 04, also known as Derek Johnson. I think most people here will probably know him as Derek Johnson. Laura Ann BYT, Lar is Simming, Lega Simmer, Mena Buchner, Mopik Simmer, Sim4 Design, and Tony W. Gus. And first up in today's review is Happy Sim Egg, which means that if she wins nothing else, she should know that she has won first place in my random number generator for today's review. That's how I determine the order, is I use random number generator, which apparently I can't say. Wow, maybe that's like one of those try this 5 times fast things. I don't know. But anyway, so Happy Sim Egg is our first for today. So Happy Sim Egg, before we even say anything else, just what an awesome name that is. Happy Sim Egg. I can't even say it without smiling. So anyway, her tweet said that she really likes to go to a wellness center, so this is not any different from my sim self. Best treatment, smoothies, and relaxation you can find at the Oasis Spa. And so her first image, I believe that this is a lobby. I think that we're looking at some entry doors in the back. And of course, I love the water features because I just love water features pretty much almost always. It's hard to use water features and me not like them. That would actually be a challenge, I think. But I love the water features and this overall color scheme. I'm a big fan of this particular color in these counters and just the way she has everything set up. Very nice, very clean. The touches of green on either side to give it a little bit of life are good. And then in her next image, she uses that same counter color that I love so much with the sink, and everything matches, blends really nicely. It's a good clean look for a spa. It feels very zen. The detailing on the counters is nice. And then I love the fact that we can see the guy in the mirror. So this is one instance. There are a few instances where you can have someone's back to a camera and have it work. In most cases, back to a camera doesn't usually work unless you're trying to draw the eye to where the person is looking, or there's a few instances in where it works. And one of the ways in in which it works is if you can have an instance like this where the back is to the camera and then the front is to a mirror and it's showing you that person. The only thing that would have made this better is if his hand was down just a touch so we could see his whole face. But it's really well done from a photographic perspective. If you can capture that, it's really neat. So I loved that about this. So that is Happy Sim Egg's entry. And next up we have Tony W. Gus. And we all know that Tony does the best tweets, right? So here's Tony's tweet. Oracle Wellness Resort is a couple's dream. Each villa has a private sauna with baths overlooking the lagoon. We boast a state-of-the-art fitness and open-air yoga studio. We are the Oracle. We foresaw that you'd love your stay here. God, I love his stuff. I love his tweets. He sells pitches like mad. It's great. So funny. Awesome. Love it, Tony. Love it. So the other thing that's totally awesome, you can't help but just appreciate the landscaping on this build. And the thing that really puts it over the top is that this is built, what did he tell me? Willow Creek, I think is where he told me this is built. It's not in Selva Dorada where you would think it is or should be or something like that. No, he's completely hiding the location with the landscaping. So that just, I mean, you have to appreciate the awesomeness of the landscaping here. The rocks are well done. The trees are well done. Totally hidden location. The building is in nice shape. It's very appealing. So just all around. And the amount of effort that would have had to go to do this much rock placement and everything. Like, wow, that's a lot of effort. So yeah, pretty impressed with that. And the other image that I included from Tony is an interior image that I love the depth on this image. It's got the good lines going in. I'm a big fan of candles and candle usage. I like the tone and the ambience, the mood that candles set a lot. And I like that he used different color candles going down, and the green as a backdrop is nice. And I also am a big fan of the fish tanks. Love the fish tanks. Fish tanks are great. I don't know. I just think they're awesome. So that is Tony's entry. And our next entry comes from someone else who's new to us. It's Mopix Simmer. Oh no, hopefully I'm saying that in a way that is appropriate for what she likes. And so she says on her tweet, she says, this is the first time in a long while where she actually built on a community lot. She says, this is a small suburban spa, ideally for those stay-at-home moms to go to and unwind for a day. And she said, P.S. choosing the right photo is nerve-wracking, which I thought was so cute. I'm pretty sure she meant to type nerve-wracking, but she typed nerve-wracking. And I thought that was fabulous because I'm kind of like, well, you know what? She might actually be onto something because it kind of might wreck your nerves. So maybe that's the more appropriate way of saying it. But anyway, I just thought that was really cute. So, okay, moving on to the actual images. We have a very clean image here. Good tones, I think. It's very clean. It's kind of minimalist. I like that we have a touch of green with a water feature, of course. I'm completely fascinated by whatever is happening on the right-hand side. I don't know if that's some kind of artwork. I don't know if it's a window. I don't know what that is. It fits in the room. It's working with the overall design, but I don't know what that is. I'm totally fascinated. I really want to know because I just have no idea. Next image, she is using what is probably my favorite color in the workout equipment, I think. Particularly combined with this flooring. One thing about Spa Day, it comes with such great flooring and wall covering, in my opinion. And the choice that she made here is among my favorites. I love this rich brown that she chose here. And it's really beautifully offset with the gym equipment. And then the bamboo, of course, again, a really nice touch of green in there is always a good thing. And that is Mopix Simmer's entry. And next up, we have Derek's entry. And this, oh my God, I don't even know, like, what can I say about this? This is just all kinds of awesome. I have to read his tweet first, I guess. It's sort of like overwhelming. It's hard to even pause. Okay. The tweet says, come to AT Wellness. Enjoy our domes of relaxation with massage and sauna, do yoga workout or have a mud bath, comfortable locker room and stunning ambience and design. Inspired by Star Wars. And he has this out on the gallery. His gallery ID is Kaichen04 if anyone is interested in downloading it. So this, yeah, I mean, you can tell it's Star Wars inspired. This is just... it's fabulous. I actually, though, I have to say, I almost want Derek to convert this to an art museum because it's great as a spa, but it's really such a piece of art that I think it would really lend itself well to being an art museum. But nonetheless, I mean, look at the awesomeness of this. It's just, yeah. I don't even know what to say about it. It's so cool. The shape and everything is totally fabulous. He's defying the laws of physics, though. That's one thing that's happening. That piece that's jutting out over the domes, that's kind of defying the laws of physics. And I might be nervous if I was under the domes, but this is stunning. I mean, it's so stunning. It's just really, it's so eye-catching. It's got the wow factor all over it, so it's wonderful. Now, the next image, this was almost one I cut, but I had to include it for one reason. I downloaded this build because I just had to see the kind of overall build. My big thing was, as I was trying to figure out how are people getting in and out of these domes. Now there are stairs underneath, and that's actually a floor underneath that he's got. And so the domes are just empty at the top, and then so they're on basically a second floor, an underground floor, and the domes are above. So that's really cool. So anyway, moving on. Oh, before we move on for a second, I want to point out in that top window, or the clear ceiling up at the top, you can see one of those lotus flowers, and you can see a red and a blue yoga mat coming off of there. I just want to point it out just so you can follow along in the next image. Now you see that same red and blue yoga mat with the lotus flower in the middle. So now you know what you're looking at. This is directly underneath that clear part. So I just wanted to show that for flow mainly. And then the final room he's got is just a changing locker room with a couple of bathroom stalls and showers and whatnot. So that's Derek's entry. Next up, we have Jet Girl. I kind of wish we were a little bit closer to her photo here so that we could see what was happening a little bit more, but I can zoom in a little bit for us here. We can see that she's got meditation benches on the left, or meditation stools on the left, and in the glassed area, she has a yoga studio in the glass area on the right. And then up top, she's got some seating, tables and chairs. So I think that's a little cafe that she has going up there. And then in this back area, we've got a lot of light in this shot over a really nice pool. And then we've got the restrooms conveniently located right next to the pool. So that's kind of nice. Like that the restrooms are right there. And in this next image for Jet Girl, we have a nice black, white, and gray mixture here. Nice yoga room. You can see this is obviously what's behind the glass in the front. And this is a nice room. It's got a good feel. It's a very clean design. I think it's pretty good. And then this next one, I love this. It's got a good diagonal for the image, which I like, that leading line with the diagonal with the bar. I like that we have a bartender, adds a little bit of a life to the image. And the doors at the end are nice as well. They tie in with the bar pretty well. And the bar takes your eye down there to those doors. Nice job for Jet Girl. And next up is Laura is Simming, and her tweet says, "Have you been working long hours? Do you need a break from life? Welcome to the Swan Dive Health Club. Here you can take yoga classes, experience massage sessions with experts, go to a modern gym, relax in the sauna, or just enjoy nature at the inside garden." And here we have a sauna. And I like this sauna because she did it up. Like, I love the waterfall with the bamboo in the back. This is a technique that I use myself. I love the bamboo behind the waterfall, paintings behind the waterfall. I put all sorts of things behind the waterfall. We have the robes on the right and the towels down at the end. And I just enjoy the photo, the fact that she's got this many people in here kind of sauteing it up. And it's a nice job. And it's a good use of the wall texture too, which is, I'm almost positive that that's one of the Spa Day wall textures, which is a nice choice for this, I think. And then her next image is an indoor garden. We can see that she's showing us the clear ceiling up above. So it's an indoor garden, but yet obviously it gets the sunlight and all of that. This has a very Zen feel to me. I like it because of the Zen feel. And I know that it's because of the glass ceiling that she took the photo at this angle, but I enjoyed seeing someone look at something from a little bit of a different perspective. Photographically, that's kind of nice to me. So, but this is, regardless from a design perspective, this is a very quaint area to me and a very relaxing sort of Zen type area. So I like that about it I think it's very fitting for a spa. Next up, we have Laura Ann BYT, who always comes to us with something different, unique. You never know what Laura's going to come up with. And this time, her tweet says, "Space explorers need 3 things: water, plants, and relaxation. Waters of Venus Spa provides all 3. Enjoy the waterfall windows of our juice bar. Practice yoga on real earth grass. Our Zen garden will ease those deep space blues." I mean, you gotta love it, right? I mean, how awesome. How awesome. Now, I love the tweet. I don't necessarily love this first image. It looks very Mars-ish, which is cool, but this image is fabulous. I love this. This is very Zen to me. I like the fact that she's got the plants in the middle between. I love that, actually. That really works a lot for me. The whole thing is well balanced. The sink inclusion is nice, so the massage therapist can just wash their hands right there and they don't have to leave. That's a really nice touch. The extra little details on the counters, nice touches. We've got a little extra green on the left-hand side. That's nice as well. So just overall, the color scheme is working. Everything is working. And I like that she's got some different colors. The blue on the C Zen Spa sign is a nice thing that, you know, is just a touch of a little bit of a different color is a nice add. It works. This next room of hers, love this, totally love this. I'm loving the fact that she has an entire room dedicated for one meditation stool. The idea of putting the little incense in front of it is fabulous to me. I love that she oversized the sand Zen thingy that's on the left. I don't even know what that's called. I'm sure it has some kind of name. I don't know what it's called, but it fits there. It really works there well. The shelves that she's got different, those candle things, she's got a different color on each one. So she put them all over the shelves. Nice touch. The planters on the right hand side, nice touch. The fact that she added candles in the room, that makes me very happy, especially for any sort of Zen spa place. Wonderful touch there too. So just overall, love everything about this. Totally love everything about this. The next one from her, this is also from her, Larian BYT. She gave me all good stuff. Love this. This is another great entry. It's very minimalist, so much white. Really digging it. There's just so much white with just that pop of color with that green. That green is a horrendous green if it's used in excess. It is not a green that you can use a lot of. But here she just has the one pop of green on that wall, and most of the wall is covered with white cabinets. So it just shows here and there, and it shows in great places like through the fish tank. That is so cool. And it's a way to use that color without, like, where you can actually make it work in a design. Like, it's fabulous. That would actually be a hard color to make work in a design. And this is fabulous. She did such a nice job. It's such a great ad. So really clean design. Love the green pop of color in there. And I also really like the plant that's in the back. I think she oversized a plant with the purple flowers out of it in that vase. I'm really liking that there as well. So that is Laura Ann BYT's entry. So next up is Chloe Sims, and she says, the Mirage Spa is a members-only spa in Oasis Springs. Its open-air pool and gym makes for a unique and relaxing space for users to look out over the desert views. With its modern and luxurious feel, members can enjoy a bar on the upper level and a private massage area below, along with a sauna and bathrooms. Sounds very nice. So the first thing we notice about Chloe's entry is this beautiful turquoise pool next to the orange of Oasis Springs, and turquoise and orange just marry so well together. They look really nice. They complement each other very well. And the lines here are great. It's on a nice diagonal, and she's got some good contrast going on in this image. We can see that she's got a little bar upstairs with some seating. I think there's some seating down below as well. And there's some yoga mats out front. And then up on the second floor, there's some treadmills. I did skip over that photo in favor of going into this interior photo, which I thought was really nice. A nice black and white clean design. I like the use of the dividers with the candles. This has a very zen feel to me. It's kind of minimalist, and it has a nice zen feel, I think. And then the last image is definitely my favorite of Chloe's. I love this image. The colors are so great. The turquoise against the orange backdrop and the browns and everything. Wonderful colors, wonderful diagonals, leads your eye into the photo. And then from a design perspective as well, this idea of walking out over the water to this platform to get your hands and feet massaged is just wonderful. I love this idea. And having the yoga mats back there and the chairs and everything. It's just with the green backdrop, with the green of the bamboo in the back too. It's just lovely. The whole thing is lovely. It's a wonderful design. The colors in particular are fabulous. So that is Chloe Sims's entry. And next up we have Lega Simmer. And she says, take a yoga class outside or find shelter from the elements under a beautiful glass roof. Meditate to Zen music in the meditation room, then take a dive into the pool in the twin building. So this is a very nice, I don't know if this is the entry or the back. I think it's the entry, and this is a very nice entry. I like that she has different size fountains in the front. There's those square fountains. That's kind of nice that she has different sizes there. And I like that it's not just a plain square, that we've got a little angle on the building. That makes me happy. Adds just a touch of something different to it. Just a slight bit of on-purpose asymmetry, which is a good thing. Then the next image. Oh my God, I love this. You're killing me, Lega Simmer. I'm going to tell you, everyone just looked at this image, and first thing they saw was the awesome contrast between that fabulous green color and that nice rich brown on the floor. Fabulous contrast. The next thing they saw almost immediately after that was this woman's butt. Which just made me laugh so hard. Think about this. Would you ever want someone to take a photo of your butt like this? No, no, no. No woman wants a photo of their butt ever taken like this. So I included this in here for that reason, because it's a butt photo. No, seriously though, when we get beyond the butt, which just is going to strike me so funny right now. Okay, no, seriously though, when we get beyond the butt, everything else about this is really fabulous. The color contrast is fabulous between that awesome green with the fabulous rich brown. Excellent color contrast. The use of the artwork on the wall in line with the yoga mats, fabulous, because your eye is drawn up with the diagonals with the yoga mats. It's drawn up first to the butt, of course, but we're going to ignore the butt. And then it's drawn up to that artwork, and then down into the photo and into the mirror area. So it's an excellent journey that your eye goes on in this photo, the way that you follow one line and then follow the other diagonal. So fabulous job on that. Love the candles next to the yoga mat. I don't know how realistic that is for real life, because I'm not a yoga person, but I love the mood candle set. So that makes me happy. The detailing on the left is great as well. So next up, this is another image. Legasima does very well on photography, all butts aside. Sorry, I just can't help myself. I really can't. But this image is really cool on many levels. The framing with the plant on the left and the fact that it adds just a touch of pink in the image is very nice, particularly because the touch of pink is against the blue on the water, and pink and blue, especially that nice color blue there with that pink, very complementary together. Very, very nice together. The lines in this are fabulous as far as the pattern in the middle really works. And then the other thing that's interesting about this image is the woman in the back, she's not doing anything. And there's a part of me that says, well, if you're going to have a person, have them actually do something so that, you know, it adds a little bit more life or something. But in this particular image, this works so well with her just standing there because we have those two stalks of bamboo and then her, and they're almost perfectly evenly spaced. And photographically, it creates a wonderful element there. And it just ties in the whole photo together because you have the pink plant in the front is kind of a prominent feature. Your eye kind of goes there first, but everything else draws you back to the woman because she's wearing darker clothing, so she's more heavily weighted, and the plant actually leads you in with its big branch. It leads you over there. So yeah, love everything about this. And design perspective here, the use of the spa day stuff is great. The whole design is very well balanced. I like the fact that she's got a water feature on the right hand side. I love those little squares used in the water themselves. And then this last one from Legasima, this is just stunning to me. The use of the chandelier going down in the middle, it creates such a nice feeling, and this room is so warm to me. I love the aquarium at one end of it with the oversized bamboo behind it. That's a great idea. It fits here really well. It fits the whole scene and looks appropriate. I love that almost everything in this image is from Spa Day. So yeah, everything about this is working for me. Then the next one. Oh my God. Yeah, let's just all spend a minute and ooh and ah here for a minute. Tell me you don't want to go here. This screams Greek bathhouse to me in many ways, besides the fact that maybe it's not blue and green, but or blue and white rather, but it's got that feel of a Greek or Roman bathhouse or something like that. And I love it. I love the arches all over the place. The fact that she used a glass roof here is very cool. But see, she was very, very smart about the photography here on multiple levels. The fact that she went with symmetry is great. It's got great leading lines going in. It creates a wonderful sense of depth. Everything about it creates a wonderful sense of depth. But the other thing that was smart here is that she did this at night. And the reason being, if we look at that glass ceiling she's got, it's one of the ones that has all the swirlies and patterns and everything. During the day, that's going to cast some amazing shadows that would make me just salivate over the lighting engine in the game, which often happens. But those shadows all over the place would photographically be way too busy. So Mena was very smart about doing the photograph here in the evening, in my opinion, with this much depth and the leading lines going in all over the place. It's just so well done, and the design is fabulous. I mean, everything about this is fabulous, really. I can't even, what else can I say? It's just stunning, absolutely stunning. And then the next one from Mena, I love this. This has a very nice Zen feel, in my opinion. The use of the C's, I'll just call them C's. I don't know exactly what they are, but the use of the C's on the floor, the way they are in different colors, and having them kind of do this arch thing, and then having the meditation platforms sort of do this half moon kind of arch thing across the floor is cool to me as well. Love the use of the bamboo to have some green in there. Good use of candles, in my opinion. Creates ambiance and nice little detailing on the shelf units as well. And then a final image from Menna. This is very different compared to the other images from her, but I wanted to include this because it's so extremely bold. It's so bold, and sometimes bold can be great. And in this case, I think bold is pretty great. Black, red, and white or cream go together very well, oftentimes, if you know how to use them together right. And this is done very well. And again, she gave us a great photo with a lot of depth. This is another photo that has a good amount of depth and excellent lines. The lines on the window going down, those nice leading lines in. It's just very nice photographically, very pleasing. And so that's Menna's entry. So our last participant for today, last but certainly not least, is Sim4 Design. And her tweet says, Desert Rose Spa, once palace to a rich chic, now an oasis of wellness, soothing massage, tranquil pools, and sandy yoga lessons. And the sauna is as hot as the Sahara Desert. And obviously we can see this build is located in Oasis Springs, so it's a desert build. It's a pretty building, but I'm going to tell you guys, when I first saw this, I looked at it and what I saw was a lot of potential. I'm looking and I'm saying, I think that there are pools on the right and left side, like above, I'm talking about above the fountain area at the bottom, above the pond area at the bottom. And I see those columns there, but I can't really tell what's going on there. I looked at the rest of her pictures and I still felt like I wasn't getting the full picture. And I was right. I downloaded this build. Oh my God, this build is awesome, guys. This build is so awesome. If she could have captured it photographically a little bit better, she would have won today. I can't give it to her because her photos honestly don't do it justice. This build is so cool. Conceptually, this build is so neat. This rotunda in the middle is awesome. You can kind of get a feel for it in this photo a little bit, but you've got to download it and see it. It's just very cool. Of course, it's got the glass dome ceiling and then the water in the center. If you change the angle a little bit, it looks a lot neater without the stairs in the front. But yeah, just really well done. It's got a very Greek bathhouse feel to this as well. And then this next image, this is probably the one that shows best the coolness of this and what's happening here. But honestly, this doesn't even really show it. It doesn't. It's so good in real life, like in real life, in the game. But no, she's got these areas that come out and they are coming out over pools. So she's got water surrounding the whole thing on the second story. And the first story is basically just a way to get up to the second story. The first story is kind of insignificant besides the beautiful pond area in the front. What's significant though is the second story. And so she has these rooms off of this amazing middle room with the dome ceiling that's just awesome all on its own. She has these rooms going off of them and they're indoor-outdoor rooms, which is something that I just die for. I love indoor-outdoor stuff. Huge appeal for me. And essentially they're open right to the pool. Like they just go out to the pool, but you can't see all the neat columns. Like in this photo, you can't really see all the neat columns. I even tried capturing it. It's really hard to capture this photographically and show how wonderful it is, but it's really wonderful. And then the last image, the last image doesn't do her landscaping justice either. She did a really nice job landscaping it. So overall, this build is just, it's fabulous. It's magnificent. I want everyone to download it and look at it because it's just such a neat idea. Having these rooms basically hanging out over the pools is essentially what it feels like. It feels like you're hanging into the pools and it's amazing. It's completely amazing. And she has separate rooms, you know, for massage tables and massage chairs and mud baths. And yeah, you just, I'm going to keep raving about it. I need to shut up now. So all that said, that is the last of our entries for today. So deciding who gets the fake awards is always a challenge for me. Even though they're fake awards and they don't really mean anything and it's all in good fun, it's still always a challenge because I want to be as fair as I can. And I know it's all based on my personal taste, right? So everyone has their own thing. Now, that said, I'm so happy I'm going to be able to give my big award, the Achieve the Achievement Award, to someone new this time that I've never given it to. Because her taste is really, it's a little bit different from mine, generally speaking, but this time she hit it for me. And I'm so happy to be able to give achieved the achievement award this time to Laura Ann BYT. And it's for her 3 interior images. It's the culmination of those 3 images. It's all of them together because it's her use of Spa Day, because the whole objective is sell me on Spa Day, right? Sell me on the pack in question. And so I felt that her use of Spa Day items in all 3 of the rooms, she used them extensively. She used them well. And yeah, every single one of them worked for me. And the way that I picked the winner this time is I took everyone's photos and basically threw them in a basket without names on them. And now granted, there were a couple of photos that I knew who they were attached to because I couldn't help knowing, like, you know, Derek's awesome Star Wars exterior thing. There were a couple that I couldn't help know because there was so much buzz on Twitter, even though I try really hard just to kind of glance at the photos and just make sure, okay, they're there, they're intact, they look, it's the right pack and all of that stuff. But so outside of that, I try not to kind of know whose entries are whose. And so anyway, I basically threw them all in a bucket and looked at them without names. And I picked my favorites. And I picked 3 out of 4 of Laura Ann BYT's this time. So yeah, all 3 of her interior images. And that was amazing to me that I picked one person that many times. She was the only one I picked that many times. So I picked almost everyone, at least once, at least one photo from almost everyone, but 3 of Laura's this time. So that's how I decided on who achieved the achievement this time. And I'm looking at the use of the Spa Day. Really, if you look at those 3 interior photos, she uses the heck out of Spa Day. And then I have basically a second place for Achieve the Achievement, and it's for really essentially, 2 images. I was going to say 1, but 1 is just stunning. And that's this one here from Lega Simmer. She would be the second place for Achieve the Achievement. I love this. And it uses a lot of Spa Day. It does a great job of selling it. And then this other one too. So she had 2 that I thought did a really nice job of giving a nice spa feel and showing off the pack very well. And then this time I have to give a favorite photo award just because one of you totally blew me out of the park with one of the photos, and that is Minna Buchner for her pool bathhouse type photo that looks sort of like a Roman or Greek style bathhouse. Love, love, love this. She made such good decisions on this. And so yeah, this is my favorite photo from today. And I also have a few other things that I have to just make note of this time. I know that I don't want to give out too many of my little fake awards, but I have a runner-up on the favorite photo, and that's this one here by Chloe Sims. Love, love, love this photo. It's really excellent. And then there are 2 other things that I have to make note of. So one of them is what I think is the most unique and best exterior for Derek Johnson. And then the other one is, without a doubt, the most impressive landscaping. And that's from Tony W. Guss. So we have a few kind of honorable mentions this time because I couldn't let them pass. They're too good. They're too good for me to let them pass without making note of some of the achievements there. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I thank you so much for spending the time with me today. If you did enjoy it, please do make sure you hit the like button before you head out. And if you're not yet subscribed, please do make sure to subscribe and hit the little bell for notifications so you remember to come on back and spend some more time with me again. And a big congratulations to our winners and our honorable mentions this time. And I appreciate y'all being here today. Bye now.